Hey guys, this is David Chappelle, and this is the first episode of my HackerSpace series, and it seems fitting that it should actually wind up starting in the garden, because it seems like everything I do actually starts out here somewhere. Just wanted to do a kind of an overview on this one, kind of tell you where I'm at, and I don't know if hackerspace is even really the right term for what I'm doing, because I've always been an inventor, I've always been a creator, a builder, within my skill set anyway. And I do a lot with, solar and electricity, but I also do things with chemicals and mechanics. So hackerspace might be kind of a loose term in my case. I'm not averse to taking apart a camera if I think I can improve it, or one of my long-standing projects is trying to build a refrigerator that actually works. I know you all think you have a refrigerator that works, but have you ever noticed that every time you open the door, the cold falls out? And it takes hundreds of dollars just to maintain the thing. And then if it breaks, you've got to spend $1,000 to replace the stupid thing. I don't think they should cost that much, and they shouldn't be that costly to maintain, I suppose. That's just an example, but I think life could be improved if you could avoid certain things. Everybody says the corporations, if it exists, the corporations have it, and if the corporations are doing it, then it's the best it can get. Well, no, it's not. Corporations, it's not that I'm anti-corporation. I think corporations are stupid. They exist for one reason and one reason only: to make money. That's you're going to hear a lot about that probably from my hackerspace. But I've seen corporations buy excellent products, I guess, and then bury them because they can't make any money on them. Everybody says, oh, well, if there was a baldness cure, the corporations would be making money hand over fist. No, the corporation would bury it. Why? Because they can't make money on it. They can't make long-term financial gains with it. What happens if you go and cure all of the bald people? There's no more bald people. So they no longer make any money. They'd have to find another way to make money. But, okay, enough on that. I don't want to burden you with one thing here. Well, let's see. Another thing. Let's see. I do a lot with solar. I've been doing a lot with solar since about 1990. So, I've got a long history with solar. So you're going to see me doing things with solar that you probably have never seen before. And if you have seen them, you might have seen YouTube videos contradicting some of the things that I'm going to show you, or condemning what I'm doing because they don't understand what's going on. Like, a good example. I use lithium batteries in my solar system. If you listen to the YouTubers, most of them will decry that as dangerous, and I'm going to burn down my house. And there's like 27 different lithium configurations. There's a lot of them, and some of them are dangerous and some of them aren't. You got to know which is which, and I'm hopefully going to show you the differences. Or that's solar. That's another. I call what I do in solar guerrilla solar, because I just do things really different in some cases, and I pretty much ignore most of the guys that I've looked at some of the forums and stuff on the internet, and there are people there with some pretty dangerous ideas themselves. I mean, a lot of them don't even seem to understand the basic science behind what they're doing. And I'm also mill certified. I'm a mill certified solderer. Well, you're supposed to have your certification renewed every so often. I haven't had mine renewed in a long time, so I don't know if I can still be considered mill certified. What that means is that I am allowed to work on military applications or high-end medical. One of the places I worked at, it's been a while now, but we used to build, it's a monitor cable that uses a hair-like needle, and they stab it into your heart. And like if you're getting some kind of surgery, I guess it was like a heart surgery type thing, and it helped keep your heart going while you were under, I guess. But you had to be certified in order to work on those, because it was, if it failed, the guy could die, or whoever had it in their heart, they could die, because that's all that was keeping their heart going. And as far as inventing, when I was younger, I did try to get a patent on one of my inventions, but I quickly became disillusioned with the whole process. And so I don't even bother trying to patent my inventions anymore. The one that I did try to get patented is public domain now, which kind of sucks, but in a way it's kind of cool too, because I'm at least on record as having it. But let's take a look at my solar panels. I think that is probably a good place to start. Also, I love chaos, and so nothing I do is perfect. I don't even try for perfection, because chaos is where it's at. I could almost call it my chaos space. Anyway, here's one of my batches of solar panels from a few years ago now. I was experimenting with different ways of building them. This black one here is an amorphic panel, and I don't recommend that you buy those. I know that they're cheap and stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't. Now, these panels are not built the way that a YouTuber would do it, or a professional so-and-so would do it, because they were partly experimental. I live in a desert, and so I don't have to do things the way that they do on the coast. And, like I said, chaos is great. But, I'm not going to get too into those, but I just wanted to see. I think that I will show you how to build the panels. These actually go to two different stations, but this lower one, I think, is the one that goes to my lithium setup, and then this one is the one that goes to my lead acid setup. And when you're doing solar, you're not really generating the electricity, you're more like harvesting it. That's how I look at it. And my lithium setup can harvest a lot. Even in shade like this, it's still generating power, and it's still harvesting. Well, I'm not sure. This one's already 10 minutes long. I'm gonna have to. I wanted to get started on a series of solar. I don't know if I should tell you guys much about this at the moment, because I'll just eat up our time. What else do I do? Did I mention... I don't know. I do a lot of different science, like building, I don't know, projects, landscaping, art. I don't know. I think I'm going to end this overview at the moment because we're already at 10 minutes and I try to keep my shows under 15, so I just wanted to give you an overview and give you some idea of what my hackerspace is about. It's just about improving my life, and I'm only recording, doing these videos to maybe give you inspiration to help improve your lives without having to resort to cheap Chinese crap or overpriced industrial crap, I guess. I'm not just motivated by the money. I'm not cheap. So some of the projects I'm hoping to do, you may not be able to do. But too many people, it seems like they only build stuff because they're trying to put one over on the corporations. Or they're too cheap to actually go out and buy something that works. Where I live, I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And it's really hard to get things that work or otherwise. And quite often, it's just cheap Chinese crap that, it's, you buy something and then it goes in the landfill. And quite often, with a little bit of time and experience and know-how, you can almost always build something better. Or do something in a better way, or whatever. I hope that that's what I can convey to everybody with my with my hackerspace. It's a lifestyle, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to articulate these things. But if you watch these, if I actually produce any number of these videos, hopefully you'll be able to pick up a few pointers or tips, or I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I just wanted to do an overview and give you a heads up on a little bit of my philosophy and why I do things. So I'm gonna just stop rambling now and hopefully see you on future videos. Before I sign off completely, if you want to get in touch with me or send suggestions or comments or whatever, you'll have to do it via snail mail because I don't check my emails more than maybe once a month or so. It's been a month and a half since the last time I checked them, before yesterday. The address will be on the end of each of the videos, so you'll be able to get it from there. But I do encourage you to send your comments and suggestions and postcards, and monetary donations always help. And yeah, pretty much I think that's it for this video, so I'll see you next time.